Tri-Cities lawmakers are among those sounding off about the scandal that resulted in the resignation of the Chief of Staff of Tennessee's House Speaker. Good evening, I'm Sarah Diamond. Josh Smith is on assignment. Glenn Cassada says he was wrong to participate in lewd conversations about women with his former Chief of Staff, Cade Cawthorn. Cawthorn resigned yesterday amid allegations he sent racist and sexually explicit text messages. During an interview with a Nashville radio station today, Cassada said he has no intention of resigning. A local lawmaker who ran for the position of House Speaker told Jackie DeFusco he's considering asking Cassada to step down.
That's right. Representative David Hawk told News Channel 11 he believes Speaker Cassada makes poor staffing decisions. And tonight we learned that Cassada's newly appointed Chief of Staff has also been at the center of controversy.
Today, one local lawmaker is considering calling for House Speaker Glenn Cassada to resign.
My colleagues and I have lost faith that he is making decisions that are the best for our citizens of Tennessee, and that worries me.
It comes after text exchanges between Cassada and his former Chief of Staff surfaced that many are calling offensive. Representative David Hawk describes this as a symptom of a larger problem.
I think that the Speaker has shown that he makes some poor decisions in bringing together a staff, and he makes poor decisions in standing behind them even when he has evidence that they're wrong.
Plus, the man that Cassada has chosen to replace his top legislative aide is not without controversy.
It really wasn't my impression that it was racially motivated. It was just made to make me look bad.
According to WJHL archives, back when current Kingsport mayoral candidate Nathan Vaughn was running for a House seat in 2008, Cassada's new Chief of Staff, Scott Gilmer, was fined $50 on a charge of creating fake political websites using Vaughn's name.
It's so important that we have integrity in our government, that we hire good people of good character, and not people that are in any way going to do things to harass or intimidate.
Now, Vaughn is concerned that a culture of dirty politics could continue with Gilmer in a key staffing position.
He not only has the responsibility to lead, he has a responsibility to set a tone and tenor for all of the staff members in the General Assembly.
Now, in 2016, Gilmer was also one of several people, including then Speaker Beth Harwell, accused of workplace abuse. Gilmer was Harwell's Chief of Staff at the time. We've reached out to Speaker Cassada's office as well as directly emailed Gilmer. We have not received a response at this time. Back to you, Sarah.
Jackie, thanks. And Tennessee Governor Bill Lee released a statement following this scandal, saying those who enter public service have an obligation to hold themselves to a higher standard and maintain an environment with professionalism and respect.